hits hard.
Yeah.
If you should eat the whole thing.
I'm not. I mean,
you need to schedule yourself.
dude, I used to eat 40 milligrams.
You can't even take shrooms without dying on some stairs.
I know. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a better place than I was then.
You learned something.
I learned something that day.
Your boy gonna learn something.
I'll learn something that day.
It's drug talk today on the God Awful Gospel Hour. Hey, it's Josh and Chris and me, Donnie, and we also have a virgin on the, the Virgin Cast.
Oh, God.
Luis, I'm not going to say your last name.
So there's some debate, I've heard.
Luis Guzman is on the podcast today.
Hey, what the fuck?
As long as it's not Luis Gomez. Fuck that guy. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Apparently been called Games.
Louie Games.
Louis Games for the past, I don't know how long, but it is Gomez. So
because you were scared of getting pulled over by the cops in Buda, and you said you could pass for Italian.
Hey, man. Italian or Greek, dude.
Fucking Louis Games.
On both.
Huh?
What are you actually?
Mexican.
Oh, so yeah. You definitely have to go for the Greek or Italian.
Oh, dude, no. I mean, like, if I could put Zorba on my fucking bumper, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. Delivering some fucking whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Louis worked at the taco stand that all the city workers went to when I started, 2013. And he was doing the graphic design. And I was talking to him. And then now he works with me. You're stalking me.
At the titty bar?
Stop following me around.
That's when Josh got me like straight out of my Twinkie era, going into my bloated bitch era. I gained like 50 pounds right before I started working there. But yeah. So funny story is that he would come all the time and just like chit chat because he see me like writing the menus and shit.
I was riding in other dudes' trucks getting trained.
Yeah.
All the old dudes that went to that church.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to St. Cecilia or whatever it is.
St. Julia's, yeah. And so it didn't click, right? I'm like, this guy's, he's cool. He's just talking, giving me whatever, shooting the shit when he sees me like struggling with that fucking board. And then like lo and behold, like fucking 7 years later, about 7 years?
Still trying to get the recipes and you won't give me any of the fucking recipes.
Hey, there's only 2 ways of getting them. All right, you got to pay for them.
Ass, gas, or grass.
There you go.
For free.
Get on your knees, boy.
And I ain't looking for cash right now, so.
I know how much you make.
True. No, but yeah. And so I started working at the
at the place
at the same spot
at the titty bar. Yeah,
at the same spot.
The male titty bar.
The independent transportation consulting firm in San Marcos.
There you go. And so this dude just rolls up. He's like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey dude, this guy's fucking friendly." Like, oh shit, Again, I have to turn on the whole friendly thing because being in customer service forever, like you kind of know when to turn it on, turn it off. I was like, all right, let me customer service guy. Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, I noticed the posters changed, and I was like, this is cool. Who did this? And you were like, I did it.
Oh, you're going back to my. I was talking about when they started that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no, yeah. So yeah,
at the titty bar.
So the titty bar, I had to completely revamp everything because they were stuck in like '98, and so it was like pulling fucking teeth. Like I love my family, but goddamn.
So you do graphic stuff there? Or?
So my dream in life was to be a fashion designer. I love clothes. I love drawing shit. So I was like, all right, that's too gay. So let's kind of see what can give me like some job security. I was like, graphic design.
You can't be gay and Mexican, man. You can be one. You could be one.
Well, you can be gay and Mexican. You just have to get married. And have like 5 kids, and then maybe molest your
Speaking of gay shit,
or something.
Yeah, right.
I have to open us with a prayer.
Oh shit!
This is the gayest thing I ever heard in my life.
All right.
I was in Orlando last Christmas, and the worship leader got filled with the Holy Ghost, and he was like, "Father, we're waiting for you to come.
Please come.
We're all on our knees, Father. You told us that you would come, and we've been all waiting on our knees for you to come. Pour out your essence on us, Father.
Man,
we need you to come."
This sounds like a 2 Live Crew song.
And I was everybody else in the audience was like, had their hands up, and they were in the middle of a hymn, and he just stopped, and I was just like, what? You want to what? Church is already gay enough if you're Catholic.
Hey, last time I heard that, man, was like in a confessionary, and he's like, "I'll get you some pizza after." Yeah. You don't say anything. You just can't say nothing.
He's a good little boy.
I want to get down on my knees and start pleasing Jesus. I want to feel his salvation all over my face.
The CD is filled with instant classics. Who doesn't remember?
The body of Christ, sleek swimmer's body, all mustered up and toned. The body of Christ, oh what a body, I wish I could call it my own. You 1 time, 2 times.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of songs about feeling Jesus' love all over your face, right?
Yeah.
Jesus coming into you.
Yeah, yeah.
What were we talking about, Louis? The Russian-themed gay bar?
Oh,
The
fuck.
gay lag.
The gay
The
lag.
gay
yeah.
gulag.
Yeah.
Or Guantanamo gay.
Hey man, there's
That's kink, right? Isn't there some scary Russian military kink?
oh bro, you
Yeah. You've seen
Dude,
everything.
I mean, especially with the Ukraine war, all kinds of costume
the
opportunities. right?
Korean guys jerking off to porn alone in a room together. It's not gay.
no,
We've never even seen a tit.
dude, that's one thing I regret is like getting really curious on the internet and then having just like free roaming access to it. Is like I've seen some shit and I'm like, yo.
That happened. I told my 11-year-old nephew the word felch because he said, I know all the bad words. And I was like, no, you fucking don't either. And then I typed it on his phone. I was like, go to the bathroom, look it up. And he came back with like a glazed over dead man face.
Man.
He's changed.
Yeah, you ruined that boy.
Yeah.
What room do you seeing a dude sit on a stump?
Yeah.
That was the worst.
A tree stump?
A tree stump, dude.
That's hospital shit.
It was
every
like
nurse I know says gay guys come in with weird shit in their butts.
Oh,
Champagne
yeah. of that,
flutes.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
Is it the danger of the
so
champagne?
I dated somebody who was a ER tech,
Yeah.
and they would tell me the things that they would see.
Yeah.
I don't know
Like
what
things
I
in the
mean,
butt?
and yeah. So and I don't know. Maybe but anyway,
What was the worst one?
something about like 50-year-old white dudes
Yeah.
and putting shit up their ass that does not belong in their ass,
Oh, no.
and not like easy things either.
I'm 48.
Dude, you're 2 years away from sticking all sorts
I'm
of shit up your
scared,
butt.
Lord.
Like,
Father, come.
The
Save me.
the one that kind of sticks with me that wasn't like violent or crazy was somebody stuck a jar of fucking sourdough starter up in their ass
Cease.
because it was nice and warm and like it looked alive. So I don't know. That's what I got told.
Some sci-fi kink?
Dude,
Or some Russian
I mean,
gulag kink?
Isn't
They
there
put
like,
the yeast in your
no,
ass.
isn't there like a dildo that like shoots eggs up into the like woman's vagina, right? Like it's like alien eggs.
Yes.
I know you've
It's
seen
just
it.
like a dragon thing.
Yes,
It's one of
I know
those
you've seen
bad
it.
dragon ones.
There you go. That. So,
Yeah.
you know, same concept, just, you know, a little more risky. There's glass. I don't know. Higher risk, less reward. I don't know. I don't know.
Absolutely massive risk.
Dude.
Absolutely no reward.
Hey, I've seen one man, one jar, right? Like, I'm telling you. Like,
One man, one jar. Oh god, is that the one where it breaks?
Yeah.
Inside? Oh,
Do they
yeah.
can gay dudes shoot ping pong balls like girls can? Out of your butt?
yeah, dude, we started that. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Who do you think
damn
taught
it.
them?
Elvis stole all
Lady
this
boys
black
taught
music.
Lady
from
boys
the
taught
black
all the Thai women how to do that, dude.
Elvis stole all the R&B from black people, and Mexican hookers stole all the ass tricks, all the vagina tricks from gay dudes.
Yeah. Yeah.
When are y'all gonna get reparations for that kind of stuff?
Oh, I mean,
Reparations for being the first to shoot ping pong balls out of their body.
Yeah, goddamn it! They culturally appropriated the rich culture.
Yeah.
Louie came with me to the Lucky Duck after we saw Heath at Vulcan, and then we tried to get into Sunset Strip, and then everybody else dumped off, and they were like, "Fuck it, we'll go home." And Louie was like, "Let's go." I'm sorry, I keep calling you Louie Games.
it's okay. It's okay. No worries.
So we went all the way to Lucky Duck, and then there was some stand-up thing happening there, and it
At
was
Lucky
awesome.
Duck? I didn't know they had a stand-up thing there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But
Everywhere
Louie
they're
was the
fucking
only one that
stand-up.
stayed out the latest of everybody. He was down to clown
Nice.
to the wee hours, which
Yeah,
was cool.
I was told
just-
that I was kind of like living my childhood dream of like being on an episode of Insomniac with Dave Tell.
Dude,
trying to
Insomniac.
get
I
on
grew up with
stage.
that shit, so I'm just like, I am
Such a
happy as a
great
fucking.
show.
I had to work the next day in office, dude. I like, I have to wake up at 6:00 in the morning to drive from fucking Elgin. I was like, I am here till 2 a.m., bitch. Let's fucking go.
Oh, man.
I was completely elated. I'm like,
I was just trying to find.
How old are
stage
you,
time.
man?
35.
Okay, you can kind of still do that shit.
Yeah. Oh, and I can feel it, dude. I mean, I do that, and then I'm out for like a week and a half.
Oh, really? You had a week and a half hangover?
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, we aren't even drinking that much. 'cause
That's
I have
after
to
the
drive.
gay lag. We'll do that to you.
I mean,
the Guantanamo.
this-
To the
lag.
gay lag.
This body has done stuff to make it resilient. Don't get me wrong. But
He's
no,
a
like,
salty sea dog.
well, sometimes salty. Yeah.
What's the penalty for sharing the secret family recipes?
I told you, man.
No, your punishment if you share them.
Oh, okay. So one of my exes actually taught.
Disbarred from being a lawyer. Of
No. So
Avocado?
you just have, no. So there's no rules on that. We just like it's like a thing. Like, oh, they have to earn
It's
it.
an honor thing.
Yeah.
Is this about the truck working food?
No, so my family's just big on cooking. They just happen to be like really like.
My wife wants his mother's guisada recipe.
Oh no, that's
From the
okay. That
taco
one,
place.
that one is I will.
There's no way.
I will get sent back in time and become one of those castrados.
Yeah.
Like my grandma will deliver me
What
to the
if I
Pope
order
back
you
then.
a Chinese
You
dick
could be
suck
like
machine?
Coco. You're gonna wake up in the land of the dead.
with no balls. Talking like that all day.
What if I order you a Chinese dick suck machine? Then you have all the dick sucks you want.
That doesn't
Teach
feel.
a man to fish.
I'm a top with access to grinder. I don't need a Chinese suck
You
machine.
can put it on the side.
Yeah, dude. Dudes can get.
Knock it over.
Dudes can get slurped off all the time. There's no.
I
The rules aren't the same, man.
give me a bunch of repressed ticks out in Elgin, and dude, it's go time. It's fucking
Fucking with the
amazing.
wrong hillbilly now.
It's like the
It'd be a literal roll in the hay.
A literal roll in the hay.
Yeah.
Have you ever traveled for cuisine? What's the farthest you've gone to try something?
See, I'm not big on that. See, it's controversial opinion. Like I refuse to like eat
Yeah.
like overpriced fancy food. Like I don't give a fuck what
You're
kind of chef you
sure
are.
you're
Like,
confident in your abilities. You probably
well, I
make
mean,
the
because I
best
can,
shit.
I can cook, skill wise, I can cook anybody on the table. I just really have to want it, and I'm just lazy as fuck now. But I will not travel for food because I can cook well for myself. That being said,
Yeah.
I am a homebody, so I don't like to travel that much. Comfortable in my spot. I'm like, I'm a bear in my cave, so I like being where I'm at. But
The shit that I want to travel for is like so boring. It's just German cheese
no, see, because like,
and like chopped up like a charcuterie.
and
Or in Pennsylvania, like the Dutch shit.
Oh yeah, up
It's
in
not-
like
I can have
yeah,
that here.
Yeah.
so, like for me, like
I
the
just want to go to like a lodge
and
Yeah.
just have
with a
some
fireplace and have
bring
somebody
food.
bring me.
Do you know how in Fredericksburg what's the brewery Altstad?
Yeah.
The Altstad Brewery, they have like a German beer hall
Oh shit!
in Fredericksburg, and they have all of that kind of shit. You can just get like a platter of cheese and drink all their beer. It's actually, it's not great, but it's pretty good, and it feels very authentic.
But I mean, also, like, what other options do you have? Like, they're out there, like, hey, we're gonna make shitty food, and they're gonna fucking pay a shit ton of money for it.
yeah.
We're out here.
That
Yeah.
beer is good out there, but the bottled Allstat sucks. Fresh
Yeah.
from the brewery is fine,
Yeah.
but I don't know, something about the bottles is horrible.
I have a hard time with like all these like local German beers because like the German beers, the actual German beers,
They have racism in there.
are really good and they're not
Jam it in
hard to
there.
get here. You can just go to fucking Schultz Garden or some shit. They have good.
All this talk, I've had one beer since Thanksgiving.
Hey,
And so
Ooh,
you
nice.
You
Hey,
guys
right
are
on.
making me like, oh, I should go I should drink some beer.
yeah, I haven't had a beer since before Thanksgiving too.
Nice.
I've had a mixed drink,
Yeah.
but I haven't had a beer.
I like it because every time I come here, there's the same amount of beers ready.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have to worry about any of the beer.
Yeah,
Just-
Josh is the only one whittling down the
Sweet,
beer
there's
over
still
here.
7 beers here for
Yeah,
a
kind
month.
of going back to the whole like my age thing. Like, I was on some medication and I couldn't drink alcohol or
Oh.
do any kind of substance because I had to have a clean system, and so I have no tolerance anymore for drinking and for smoking or anything.
Yeah, that's great.
You had
So
one
it's-
beer.
It's fun. It's like
And a nice little reset.
Are you trash right now off of one beer?
no. Do you want me to be?
Josh is trying to get you trash. Actually,
No,
Oh,
I'm trying to get you
I've
to
played
go
that
to
role
the-
before. Hold on, let me remember back.
Oh my god, guys! So
It's like,
trash.
It's like, oh my god, can you go show me your room real quick?
I need to lie down. I only have this movie on DVD. You have to come to my room. It's
Yeah.
the only way to watch it. That was the bro trick.
Can I borrow a jacket? But I kind of want to go pick it out. I'll pick something else out. No, but so I, as it is, like once I hit 30, I was like, I kind of went hard at 21 because like I didn't drink all like my
like as a kid.
yeah. So I was always like the DD at the parties and shit in high school. I was the responsible one. 'Cause I was
Did you grow up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
in Austin? Or?
Yeah, so I'm from East Austin, but I went to high school at Austin High.
None of us have actually grown up at all.
Huh?
None of us have actually
Oh no, I am
grown
still
up.
very much a fucking
Yeah.
immature piece of shit.
I
but
didn't grow up anywhere.
Yeah.
I just cosplay
It's
as
true.
a
Yeah.
I cosplay as a big hairy man for some reason.
whenever there were no hipsters in East Austin, right?
Oh,
Before
dude.
the hipsters moved in. That
So-
was where you grew up.
Yeah, so our neighborhood just recently got re-gentrified. It, like-
It was
yeah, so
gentrified and then
it got gentrified, and like all the hipsters kind of moved in, and then they
It's Trump's second term.
well, no, because wait for that.
Coming
so,
through a second time.
So there's like cycles, right? Like of how a neighborhood gets gentrified, and it gets gentrified first for the artsy and the all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
and where the cool like new establishments are kind of taking over like the shitty, grungy, like disgusting Mexican ones. And so
It's rude. I mean, you can. It's your
Dude,
people.
People are like, "Oh my god, I love E6." I'm like, "Bitch, I remember when you were just people smoking crack, like twiddling their little pussy hairs, like at the corner." Like, So
I
anyway,
remember that lady. That lady will give you a $2 blowjob. But you don't want a $2 blowjob because that's gross.
Damn,
Can we make East Austin pussy hair twiddleable again?
Yeah. That's a purple hat.
Oh, it's coming. No, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, I grew up there.
What is it, Galindo? Or wait, Go Valley?
Go Valley.
Yeah.
Oh,
I fucking hate people say Go Valley, and I'm like, no, bitch, it's Go Valley.
that's like Southeast Austin, right? Like by the.
It's.
By
I
the
mean,
water,
it's
river.
Central East.
It's just east.
It's-
It's
yeah.
not like south of 290 or.
No. It's like
It's the LA River. It's the big basin.
so
they
Cesar
built.
Chavez.
So
Like if you want some Austin history, like that dam is there because it used to flood and people used to die every year because like the river would grow. And so like that's like I guess the central part of where like the redlining happened, because I think Megan might ask about for this, but I think MLK Street North is where all like the black population was restricted to, and then MLK to Cesar Chavez was where like all the Hispanic families or the Hispanic people had to stay.
Yeah.
So it's like its own little community, but that's where kind of we landed, smack dab in the middle. There was already like established business, but my grandma was the first female restaurant owner in East Austin, and so she's had that restaurant since like the 80s.
Oh, what restaurant?
It's called Marcelino's. It went through like 2 different name changes. It used to be called
I
Abarrotes.
told you about it your first episode here.
Yeah, I don't know if
gave
I've
you the
been there.
directions.
Yeah.
It's recorded.
I don't
Dumb,
know.
busty, goth.
I don't
murder
know.
sluts.
Homework?
I don't know if that's true.
I'm offended. All right, I'm out.
What?
This is racial violence.
I want to look. I want to see. I want to see if I've been there because I don't know if I remember.
It's on
the name.
Tillery and Lions.
Yeah, Tillery and Lions. A lot of people know it, like, so the black community knows it as Tillery Tacos. The Mexicans know it as Iglesia Tacos.
Yeah.
And then everybody else knows it as like
St.
Pancho's,
Julius.
which is like a shitty rundown franchise restaurant that like try to hit it big like in a little express way
Yeah,
right
all
there.
my bosses called it St. Julius. So
St.
we're
Julius
going to St.
Tacos, yeah.
Julius. I was like, I'm going to worship some
Well,
salsa.
it's got 4.5 stars with 80 reviews.
Oh, nice.
I have been here. When we first moved here, we were looking. So I'm from LA area. Sorry, Josh, real quick.
What?
No, go ahead.
I'm from LA
That
area.
doesn't go to way.
Yeah.
I'm a bandwagon fan, so it's cool. No worries. I will fuck the shit out of Kike Hernandez. Like, you have no.
Oh, dude,
I'll get wrecked by Kike Hernandez. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It sounds like you have
Dude.
a special relationship with
I've
TK.
whacked it to that gif where he's like shaking his ass, and I'm like, dude, it's the best.
Yeah, I remember the very first time I ever saw him play on TV. I was like, well, this guy's name's Kike. What?
Yo,
What is up with this dude?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we first moved here,
Yeah.
we were like, oh, we want like good Mexican food, and everywhere we went was Tex-Mex,
Yeah,
which like Tex-Mex
Yeah.
is great, but we were like, no, we need to be on like the search for like good like interior Mexican
Yeah.
food, and so we went fucking everywhere looking for good interior Mexican food. We found a handful of good spots,
Yeah.
and we went here, and it was great.
Yeah. So the thing about our spot is that it is Mexican, but it's very like Tex-Mex coded because like,
Yeah.
the history is that like it used to be a gas station in the 20s.
Who took off the Pani Vino? Was that you? Was that your
Me,
branding?
dude, because every fucking
was
person's like,
Marcelino, Pani
hey,
Vino."
Marcelinos, can I order like, sweetbread and what kind of wines do you have? I'm like, oh, we don't sell wine, we don't sell bread.
Okay.
Oh, why the fuck is
Just
bread
'cause
and
it
wine on
rhymes.
your name? I'm like, because my grandma is an insane Catholic, which I love her to death. But
Okay.
I'm like, that's too much. I'm like, you can't market it. She's like, why do you talk about marketing? And I'm like, oh, fuck, okay.
It was marketed to be across the street from a church.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was it.
And
Yeah.
so,
That'll feed everybody.
and so, I mean, say what you want about like her starting her own business. Like the busiest day was Sunday, and she's like, the church doesn't make money on Sunday, so we're gonna fucking close so they can make money. And I'm like, well, there goes your fucking revenue for the rest of the year.
Damn.
yeah.
But she loves Jesus, so hey.
Don't
Yeah.
they just come to the
Yeah.
restaurant after church?
Father, come. To the restaurant.
No,
So Marcelino's is where we can get the carne asada.
yeah. So that carne guisada is I think I try not to be biased, but I've tried everything pretty much everywhere, and honestly, it's one of the best ones.
Nice.
But it's if you like beef, because a lot of people like they're used to it with like pork or something. I'm like, no, it's beef, so that makes it a little more palatable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
My friend Lawrence put some stank on that. He called it Carnegie Soda. I was like,
Oh,
whoa,
dude.
whoa, whoa, slow down.
So we have a longtime client. Her name is let's say her name is Miss Michelle. So she's this really, really nice black lady.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's a nurse, so she's always, super, super personable. Her thing, she's like, hey, can I get the Connie Gasandas? And I'm like, you are from Memphis. Why do you have a fucking half Brooklyn accent?
Yeah.
Connie Giswanda? And I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. So 1 year, because, I love our community, I actually gave her like a little, like, like those Mexican tinfoil, like they're like art. It's like hearts and shit. Like they paint them and they buff them out. Anyway, so I made one that said Connie Gisanda, and I made it for her. And she's like, "Oh, sweetie, that's so nice." I'm like, "Hey, you're the one person I'm always gonna remember."
What is it called? What's the thing called? The foil thing.
I am a bad Mexican because I don't know what that art style is called. But anyway, they take a sheet of tinfoil and they like buff it and like etch shapes into it and they color it. So they have like sacred hearts and birds and shit.
Okay.
But it's nice shit. But that's what
Did you remember the meeting the other day? They were talking. They were doing CPR,
Yeah.
and they were talking about the Good Samaritan law.
Yeah.
That if you injure someone while
Yeah.
you're trying to help them, then you're not culpable.
Yeah.
What if you injure someone while you're trying to help them stop running their mouth?
I mean,
Does this fall under Good Samaritan?
It falls under Good Samaritan and everyone
saving you
around
from
you.
yourself, yeah.
From everyone around you.
I got
yeah.
Dijon with that when I was sitting next to Dijon. I kept trying to say his name different, and it's just how it sounds.
I when he introduced himself, he said Dijon.
Yeah.
So I don't know why everybody's calling him Dijon like mustard, but I call him Dijon.
That's spelled D''SHAWN.
Wait, is it Deshaun?
No, his
No.
name is the mustard. It's
So
Dijon.
the thing is, when he introduced himself, he's like, "Hey, my name's Dijon," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what's up, Dijon?" And I'm like, everybody's calling him Dijon, and I'm like, "All right."
It's the French way of
I
saying
guess he's already
It's
used to
Dijon
it. I'm like,
mustard.
but I would like anytime somebody calls me like, yeah, he gives an exception. He's a cool guy.
I'm going to give him some
But
great
we're like
mustard.
Louis. I'm like, it's Luis,
Yeah.
and that's because like I had an aunt who was like very like pro like raza, like your heritage.
Okay.
Like you correct them when they say your name wrong, and I'm like, all right, Beth.
I don't want to sound like a twat. I don't order a burrito. When I'm at a restaurant.
I really don't like whenever people who are white or not Hispanic at all
It
do not
feels
know
like-
Spanish.
Yeah, I feel
When
like
they
a
do the
wigger.
code switch and they over enunciate the Spanish word,
Yeah, okay.
What's
like
the
the
Mexican
newscaster
version?
type shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't.
But
Please stop doing
but
that.
what about I hear that,
What's Mexican for wigger?
but there's all sorts of what's
The
Mexican
Caucasian
for
cholo?
wigger?
I-
Wiggero.
I made up a word, but then it got used against me, and it got me in trouble because I had to punch the dude. So I have a word specifically for me, but I got told not to tell people to say it anymore.
Come
because,
on.
I canceled somebody over it. So
Oh, is he like Chiaki? Does he have his own word that he can't say?
Yeah.
That we can't know.
Uncle.
well, so that's like my rule with the F word is like because I get people all the time like being the one Mexican out dude like that everybody knows. Oh, hey, so that's how I used to get the DL guys, by the way. Oh, so what you guys? What you do? Like, what do you do? What do you like to do? And I'm like, what does it feel like? And I'm like, so the rule I made up is like, because I had one guy, it's TMI, whatever. He was like, hey, yo, let me call you the F word. And I'm like, all right, you get to call me the F word, but I get a lick.
Nice.
And he's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm going to hit you square in the jaw
Ah.
when you cut. And you can call me the F word however many times you want. And so he did it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, so that's my one rule, like for the F word.
Okay.
So that being said, that word that I came up with is fucking hilarious because it describes me to a T. But
Is it a word in Spanish? Is it?
no, it's a mix. It's
a mix of Spanish and
no,
English?
no. Sorry, it's English words,
Okay.
but it's a mix of two very derogatory terminologies that befall onto my beautiful body.
Okay.
Spaggot.
No,
We have one here. We have gink.
It's Spaggot.
Spaggot. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's that's the name of the title of the episode.
You were close. You were one letter off.
Yeah, I know.
Triple word
I was,
score.
my mind
was
was
pretty
going
close,
while
yeah.
you were describing it. I was like,
Dude,
I'm getting
I
there.
saw Donnie
get
working
you
it
there,
out.
but,
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
and that's the whole thing, right? Because apparently I've been very forgiving of people saying the F word around me because, I mean, I don't care. Nobody ever bullied me with it, so I don't have like a negative because like when I say the word faggot, it's like when I'm in the presence of other.
My daughter calls us that when my wife and I kiss each other.
Yeah.
But she's a lesbian.
Like my favorite thing is like
fluid 15 whatever.
My favorite thing to say when I was when I hang out with like gay friends is like, what kind of faggotry is that?
Yeah.
Like what buffoonery faggotry are you doing? Like I love that word.
Yeah.
People will fucking flip shit.
So I have this idea in mind, like whenever we're having these like kind of culture war fights or whatever, and I call it the Great Compromise. Mm-hmm. And one of it's like all the like the progressive liberal stuff. Like, okay, you can have the stuff that you're wanting.
Yeah.
But you have to let straight guys call each other faggots
or retards.
and gay and retards.
So
retard was
like
the last
not towards gay guys in a hateful way, but it's almost a way of straight guys bonding. Is calling each other.
That's because we grew up on Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Well, so like it's very close. Because again, I am a child of somebody that grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
My mom is like the youngest of 13, so she grew up in the 80s. So she has this like different view of like culture and shit. She was like the first single mother in the town we're from, Mexico. Mm-hmm. So she's been through like the ringer with that shit. So she always raised me to like, be a good person, all that kind of shit. So all this trauma that's dumped on her, like she showed me about it. And so she was always like, hey, be the good person, be the guy, whatever. So in my moral like compass, like I hate when people say that word and mean it.
It's like Mexican with a hard M and Jewish. The Jewish and Mexican, if you put some stank on the first letter, it's totally different.
Well, because
there's no old women that are like, I'm Jewish.
But the thing is for me, like, it just goes back to like the whole bullying thing, right? Because like again, people were never able to bully me.
Yeah.
But I was always standing up for people, and I'm just like, all right, if I give somebody the okay for that word, like that just makes me a hypocrite.
You gotta get notarized. You gotta go to the tax office.
Well.
Yeah. Isn't it just all about intention though?
It's about intention.
Yeah.
Context too. That's the other thing.
Like you're hanging out with a bunch of dudes and you're calling, and I'm like,
so that was the thing. That was the thing that like I feel completely, because again, I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Yeah.
If you want to call me that word, better be ready for what happens, right?
So you're saying it's like shrooms. You have to set your intentions.
Yeah.
But that was always like
trip out on some F slurs.
Trip out on slurs. No. But it's a controversial topic for me because I was talking to this one guy who happened to be black, and he's like, yeah, I get that. He's like, but then he's like, what if I did that with the N-word? And I'm like, oh shit, well, I don't.
Were you telling him about Spaggot?
No.
Sorry.
No, he just no. We just had a gigantic.
That would be his kids with the black guy.
Carne guisada. Chris hasn't heard Dixon Dallas yet. Chris, you need to hear Dixon Dallas. We're waiting for this.
And I've actually got multiple things that I want to show you guys. I'll pull up Dixon Dallas first. Dude, whenever like he hits a certain line in that one song, I laugh my ass off. But yeah, that's the other thing that ending that point or whatever is the person who's offended by something doesn't get to decide what the person who offended them's intent or context of what they said was.
Yeah, burden of proof is upon
that's kind
the
of a problem, because like obviously if somebody said that to you like in an angry way or in a derogatory way, or just if you at all because you don't like it at all directed towards yourself. But like if I said if I was like hanging out with Chris and I said something like, "Oh yeah, you look really nice in those pants, faggot." Whatever, like he shows up in like some goofy pants or something like that. Like obviously the intent and the context behind that is different, and the third party person who gets offended at what happens between these two people, they don't get to change what the context was.
Because like for me, I hate policing people, right?
Yeah,
like you're your own person. Like do what the fuck you want to do. Like, but also like.
But don't say that to me. And
the burden
and really
of proof
it's
is upon
understood,
the
right?
In the law, the burden of proof is upon the accuser. So if you're accusing someone of being hateful, then you have to prove it.
Yeah. And also, like, you choose how you want to react to shit. So again, that's why I'm like, all right. And now, as a grown man, I have to like teeter that line, because
you don't have to do anything. You're not grown up. None of us is grown up. We're children.
According to my driver's license, sir.
You're an adult. I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
Anyway, Chris, what was your thing that you were going to say about the code switching, about the people over enunciating Spanish words if they're not native Spanish speakers?
Yes, okay, sure. But also, what happens in Texas is fucking stupid too. Like, why is it fucking manchac? Like,
Oh, that's
Hey,
Austin.
hey,
though. That's an
hey.
Austin thing.
I'm a Guadalupe Manchac guy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Guadalupe. It's Manchac.
look, I say it
yeah.
too because it's colloquial.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, like, what the fuck is it all about? It's weird.
It's nonsense. Dude.
It's just
weird.
fucking stupid.
It's just. I mean, it's probably like white people just didn't know how to say manchaca or whatever. And then it got changed to minchaca, but that's not what it was originally named
Right.
after. Like it was one of those. Somebody went back and tried to again change what
Yeah.
it was originally.
Yeah,
'Cause it was
yeah.
supposed to be named after this other guy named Minchaca or whatever.
Well-
but notice they didn't change the name of the city that is
Right.
at the end of
Menchaca,
Manchac.
yeah.
Yeah, so like call me an ignorant Mexican, but like I've never met anybody named Menchaca. It's always a Manchaca with an A, and I'm like,
Right.
how is that misspelled? Like that's how you fucking spell it.
Yeah.
There's
Fuck
Chinese
yeah.
kids jumping off the roof at the Apple factory, and everybody's like, "Tienes que poner el acento en otro lugar." They're trying to distract themselves from the real problem
Nice.
because they're doing it on their iPhone. They're complaining. There's Karens.
Manchac
like-
is like the opposite of Latinx, right? Like it's basically it's the other thing.
It's sympathies too.
Yeah, it's what I like to say is that it's like Kwanzaa is the Latinx of holidays.
Yeah.
And Minchaca is the Latinx of Manchac.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's forced, and
Yeah.
it was actually I think it was actually Kassar who was behind. Who
Oh no
pushed
way!
A lot of that.
I love Greg Kassar.
No, but he was definitely one of those like. Historically, we need to change this because it should have been something else. Blah 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 blah.
Hey,
It was when the city council changed it from Manchac to Minchaca.
Minchaca, yeah.
It was around the time that that people started saying Latinx,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whenever they solved racism by capitalizing the word black and not the word white
Yeah,
in
right.
articles and things like that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's one of those
racism solved.
kind of empty kind of gestures or whatever, and it just made it to where everybody's going to still say Manchac. Nobody's gonna call it Minchaca, and
No.
if somebody does, you're not from here. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not native, and you haven't been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Like it's like calling it Lady Bird Lake. We have that too.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's Town Lake.
It's Town Lake.
always
Always
been Town Lake,
and
yeah.
always will be Town Lake.
Yeah.
We're not gonna change what we say.
Luis,
Yeah.
I turn into a Karen about you when I hear about all the Trump shit. Like they're gonna kick people out or whatever. I'm like, well, I don't know any. Oh, you know what? I do have a friend.
I do.
I have a Mexican gay
Oh no,
friend.
dude! I went on a weird like rage fucking unfollow blocking when that happened. This dude, man, I almost shed a tear. I got really sad because there's this one guy that I met at a party and I followed him on Instagram and we just kind of like low key flirt a little bit, but he's
Yeah.
straight.
Okay.
And so I'm like, man, I'm gunning for that dick, dude.
Yeah.
And then turns out he's like a super Trumper, and I'm like, I have to unfollow this piece of shit. I never got to suck his dick. God damn it.
Who? Kirk
No.
Douglas. You know Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas's father?
Yeah.
He's Jewish. But
Okay.
he changed his name to Douglas to go to Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
And they were having those communism parties in Hollywood in the 30s and 40s, and they were like actual Nazi bitches at these parties.
Jesus.
And he fucked this German girl as Kirk Douglas. And in the middle of it, she was in the throes of ecstasy, and he was like, "This is a fucking Jew dick. That's fucking you." So
Are you
you should do
serious?
that to this Trump guy.
Oh, no, dude.
Get him down underneath of it.
I mean,
Be like,
Again.
guess what, bitch?
Yeah.
if there was anybody,
Guess what, bitch?
if there was anybody that was gonna call me a spaggot, it was gonna be that guy.
Everybody pays somehow.
No, but I was sad about that one.
All right, let me see if I can get this thing into us. All right, this is us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice segue into Dixon, Dallas, by the way.
Yeah, right.
What's this Dixon Dallas?
Something about
Just listen.
the way you look in my eyes. Like a starry night, you light up my sky. You lean in closer and my heart starts to pound. I heard you sigh, you know I love that sound. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks, I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I kiss him
Joke
on his
structure.
neck and
It's a
then he
build-up
kisses
and a
on my
punchline.
pussy. Call him
And a premise for every
Daddy
song.
while I holler, man, that boy's so damn
And
good
it's like
looking.
2 sentences of normal love song, and then he's like, "It's all butt
in butt
stuff."
fucking-
Yeah, it's all butt stuff, man.
Just imagine him
So yeah, it's
recording
just,
this at
it starts
Muscle
off as a
Shoals.
country song, and then
Yeah.
it continues to be about just gay cowboys.
About yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine him recording a Muscle Shoals album in Alabama, and the guy that runs the studio is like, "Hey, wait, hey, what the hell?"
I feel like this is like when not Borat, what was the other character, does the whole like
Bruno?
does
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
fucking
Dude.
MMA thing.
Have you seen the guy who works in like the ghetto in South Chicago at the convenience store, and he just says gay stuff to like all hard ass gangster dudes that come in
No.
and
No.
all
Nice.
just want to kill him.
But
It's like the escalator guy.
I will say this
the
though,
holding
like
hand-holdy escalator guy. Have you seen that guy?
Yeah, the guy who touches the dude's hands as they go up.
oh
the
yeah,
escalator.
going up this, okay, I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
But I will say this, and again, I don't know how well versed you guys are with like Mexican thug Chicano culture.
Yeah. Okay.
But some of the coolest,
you're
most
our
accepting
correspondent.
dudes were like the hardcorest gangsters that I'd ever meet.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure because they had like prison bitches.
Yeah.
Like they're like, well, yeah, you remind me of like La Loca in the Pinta, bro.
Yeah.
So, but mind you, they were always cool.
Yeah.
I feel like that might not be the same thing with black dudes. I've never met like a real hardcore black gangster guy who's like, yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool with those dudes.
I can send you a Twitter page that'll like change your world on that.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Chris, do you ever do this prank on your kids during the Christmas break where you run downstairs and go get up? It's time for school.
No.
I love this. Is my favorite thing.
No. Do they like? Do they believe it for a second?
I've gotten them a couple times.
You've gotten them.
It's my favorite thing in the world.
Wait, how far do you let it go? Like they get ready all the way.
I'm
start doing
baking
breakfast?
coffee and toast and everything, and like I'm gonna put their shoes on.
You ever get to the car?
I haven't made it to the car. I can't. I don't want to crush them.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to hurt anybody like that.
No, I mean my kids are like.
No, they figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm proud that they figure it out. So I wait for them to figure it out. I'm like, hey, it only took you
Yeah.
a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Now they're too old too. Like there's
My
just,
dad did it to me. The shit rolls downhill.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm like being privy to like the psyche that I'm
Yeah.
never ever gonna fucking like be a part of.
The
'Cause
wake up call.
I'm not a
is the
breeder,
sun.
so like
You're
I'm
never-
never gonna have kids.
You're never gonna breed.
Fuck no. I mean, I'll breed dudes, but I won't reproduce.
You're
You can make some ass babies.
Like me and my ex tried so many times to get pregnant, but it just wouldn't stick, dude.
No, yeah. You
were on a
just,
schedule and
just
everything.
practice
Oh, dude,
all the
just-
time.
Yeah.
So much cum, it's not even funny.
Well, you know what? We're trying, but we've decided not to have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So this guy, he'll give like gangster guys pink lighters, or he'll like
Okay.
there's the thing where he touches their hands, and then he'll give them he'll call them flirty names. Oh man, and they start trying to like steal stuff, and they start trashing his store.
Give me back in those good ones, those lean.
I might have to ask the boss.
The motherfucking silver joints.
Silver?
Yeah.
These ones?
Hell yeah.
You have a blessed day, biscuit.
Oh, man, come on, fool. You already doing that shit, man. You need to stop playing with that bullshit, boy.
What you mean, bro?
Man, you keep calling me biscuit, boo-boo head, man. Just because you come in here doing your affirmations don't mean I can't live my life with it.
I'm pressed,
What you
dude.
mean? What you trying to say, bro?
Man, dance around somewhere else, Chris Brown.
Hold on. Why you calling me? Hey, bro, you violating me,
What
bro.
you talking about?
You violating me
What
right
you
now.
talking about?
'Cause you just call me. You
Move around, Chris Brown.
just call me Chris Brown, bro. You violating me, bro.
I like how he's like all pissed
Come on,
off, but he's
bro.
giving him like the fuck me eyes.
Yeah.
We do the little thing.
Is that what?
Shiesty.
What guy? 5-pack. Hey, my boy. Let me see your face real quick. I don't know. I just gotta see your face before I sell you some tobacco. Hey, put it back on, bro. Put it back on. Put it back on, bro. You got it for free on me, bro. Hey,
You're
can
Urkel-ass
you do me a
looking
favor?
ass.
Can you do me a favor? Don't ever take that ski
Bruh.
mask off. Don't ever take that ski mask off.
What's wrong with you, fella?
That's
What you
some
mean?
Good?
half-inch
Yeah,
why you
bulletproof
say that?
glass.
Oh, you want to die for? I don't want none of that shit, fella. What the
What you mean?
goofy boy?
How?
Motherfucker, come back. Alright.
How, bro? Come on, hey, bro, check it out, bro. Damn.
Let me get that game lead. Oh, right rush.
Game leave white Russian?
Yeah.
Sorry. $2.
I got you. I got number change though.
Number change.
Hell yeah.
I got you, spicy chicken.
Oh.
You have a blessed day, spicy chicken.
Hey, fool, y'all, you wanna die, fool? Hey, y'all be playing with black niggas in this, bro. Why be two niggas? You like y'all knock all this shit over, bro.
What you mean, bro?
Bro, what's all this shit for, bro?
What
What's
you
up,
mean?
What's up with that calling me biscuit shit, bro?
Nah, I said spicy chicken.
Nah, bro, mom.
The last one I saw is after they paid and he gave them their stuff or whatever. He's
Yeah.
like, also, I'm gonna give you this flour. He gives this flour.
Shit.
What the fuck this for? What the fuck this for? You know? Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I didn't tell you guys about this, but I hired these guys from Brazil, and one of these dudes from Brazil
Okay.
Go
on.
The
Go
lens,
on.
the lens at which everything you're looking through.
How much for the goat?
Go on.
He used to meet Heath's old landlord, who apparently had just families of gay Brazilians or Venezuelans living with him. Yeah.
I think they're Venezuelans, Heath's folks. But so I heard these Brazilian dudes, and one of the guys, like, I don't know, like a few months ago, he sends me this long message in Slack, or like, do you guys use Slack?
No, we use Teams. But I know what Slack is.
Yeah, okay.
I dated some IT guys.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so he sends me this huge Slack message, and it's like I studied in America, and I would love to like live in America, and I'm working for this whole visa thing, and basically it's like I'm doing this whole thing, and it's for the benefit of the United States, and I'm trying to get a national interest waiver, and as part of it, like I'm asking people for letters of recommendation, but I'm asking you for like a letter of sponsorship. And I'm like, okay, well, what does it entail? So I got on like a call with this guy's lawyer and him, and it's like they want me to sign this letter saying that like I sponsor him for up to $30,000, and I'm like, guys, I can't sign a letter that says that I'm going to sponsor you for $30,000. I just actually can't.
Professional skateboarder. He's trying to get flow.
Yeah, yeah. Like
so, give him free decks.
The lawyer's like, oh no, you never have to transfer a penny. I'm like, okay, but it says here that I'm.
Are you getting Nigerian prints?
You're saying words, but there's a paper that's bigger than your words.
Yeah,
your words are dumb.
I'm signing saying, hey, $30,000. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, if we want to sign something that's like more conditional, like if you want to put some stuff in it, other stuff other than I commit to sponsoring this person for $30,000.
What does he have to do for you to have to pay that?
That's a great question, Josh.
That's
a very right. That's right. That's a very, very good question.
Is he hot? I got $30,000 lying around.
You want to sponsor him?
Hey,
all right, I'll send him your way.
He can stay in my room.
He's got to show me the goods first, though.
Yeah.
I need what is it? Height, weight, and girth.
Exchange student programs must be good for gay guys, right? If
the
other guy's gay.
Dude. Yeah,
or like you probably arrange something like that.
So,
right?
I had a friend.
He's gonna get a fucking exchange. He's gonna get like a 15-year-old living in his house going to high
school.
No,
America, they fuck my ass.
No. So I had a friend.
I thought I was gonna get a job. They fuck my ass.
I had a friend when I worked at the uni at UT who would date exclusively like European guys.
Yeah.
And so his family, like I'm guessing it's a fetish. I don't know. But he says that his family always hosted guys from like Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
And that the guy that took his virginity was a Polish guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean.
So he has AIDS now.
He took him down into a submarine with the screen windows on it, and they went on a helicopter ride with the ejection seat together.
I mean, no, but
they did all the Polish stuff.
So they say that Polish people are the Mexicans of Europe. They're all the roofers, construction workers. That's what they say.
Their food's really good too.
Yeah.
I should go to Poland then. Shit.
Yeah.
The show is popular in Poland. We have downloads in Poland. We're actually
really?
polling in the 98th percentile with RCM LBMs. This retarded Chinese midget lesbian black men. That's our target demographic.
Yeah.
I would just say retards generally.
That's our target demographic. And if Kamala Harris had really courted that vote instead of trying to pivot to whatever, I think she'd have won.
RCM
it's
LBMs.
True. It's true.
Rickum Lubbums.
She didn't focus hard enough on the retards.
Yeah, Trump had that.
That's how Trump got him.
He had the retards on lock. I've been thinking about this so much because there's all this like we've had these conversations now where it's like, and people are like, oh no, they're not stupid. They're not stupid. Like there's economic reasons and there's all these reasons. I was thinking about the other day. I'm like, no, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like no, everyone is fucking stupid. The fact that those were our two choices also means that we're fucking stupid. The fact that we chose him over her, that means we're fucking stupid.
Well, he was talking about being scared to drive in Buda last New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that's like. That's insane. To be scared of rednecks.
Do you get harassed driving?
No, I mean again, maybe it's my privilege. I don't know, but I've never been to like, not like where somebody who has power. Like I guess when I would go to the mall, as a teenager, like I'd get followed around Abercrombie.
They harass you, you get to punch them in the face.
I mean,
that's the rule.
Getting chased around by like a hot 18-year-old twink is not that bad. But when it's like the stingy little bitches,
you're gonna have to pin me. Yeah.
But But like never been
No,
pulled
so-
over gratuitously by
no.
cops or anything like that.
No, because I mean, I can just turn on the southern accent. Like, oh, hi, how you doing, sir? Thank you.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
shoot you.
In my license, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I got out of a ticket like that way on 360 by a sheriff. He's like, just make sure you get that registration fixed. Like, I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, they love
Yeah,
Sir.
shit.
Sir is the winner.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude. No, but yeah, no, but no,
Oh,
not
Southern
like
gentleman.
directly.
What
I
if
mean-
what if you get pulled over and you start calling him sir, but you start calling him sir like a slave? It's like yes, I'm sorry, sir.
So
I'm so sorry, I speed, sir.
So the reason I know
chicken
one
biscuit.
of the troopers in Maynard is gay because when he
You call him chicken biscuit.
dude, I
He's
want
like,
that
alright.
chicken
You
that
found
chicken
him on
biscuit he's
Grindr
got
and-
though is
How
crazy.
big is the hole in the window?
No, dude. So there's this really good taco truck by the way in Maynard called El Carnitas.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking insane. Great. I stopped to get some dinner and cop purples up and this very attractive like middle-aged white man comes up to the trailer and he's wearing the tightest pants and I'm like this faggot.
You know,
Just know it. I just know it.
It's Dangle from Reno 911.
Oh yeah.
Okay, kind of, but
Yeah.
like actually hot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not
And-
wearing
and tall.
shorts, right? But
No.
just very tight pants.
Just tight pants. And so
is he a spigot or a spaggot?
I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see in a couple months. I'm trying to get that down for February. I don't know. No, but yeah. So I know for a fact there's at least one gay cop. So I'm like, if he ever stops me, I'm just gonna be like, come on, just hop in.
Is there anything I
Hop
can
in.
do? I can't afford
Let's
a
go.
ticket.
I can't
You,
afford.
you ever
a ticket.
listen to Dixon Dallas? Come here, sit down. Let's listen to
It's like, oh, do you want to spread me over the cop car?
Yeah.
Keep my hands on the hood. Oh my
Dude, he had a song
god.
called "Leave All This Behind," and I totally thought it was gonna be about his butt cheeks. And it was an actual nice breakup song that wasn't like heavy-handed with anything.
Damn.
It was, but I mean, leave all this behind. If it's Dixon Dallas, you're like, he's talking about.
What about leave it all in my behind?
Yeah, leave
Yeah.
Leave it all in my
left
behind.
behind. Leave it on my left behind.
So you've been cooking since you can remember?
Forever,
I
yeah.
mean, 'cause if your family did the restaurant, then
No, so yeah, well, I was like a weird little kid, so I was like super independent. So I'd always like cook myself food. Like I'm a visual learner, so I just saw mom. Oh, that's how you do that. So I learned how to cook an egg like at 4.
nice.
So I was always kind of like not waiting around for people to feed me.
Yeah.
Again, one of the reasons why I gained 50 pounds at one point in my life because I was like, I'm just gonna fucking pack it in. So I was always just like fucking around in the kitchen,
Yeah.
doing shit, being really attentive, and I learned how
My
to
mom
cook
made
that
me
way.
cook eggs at 4, and I hate eggs now. That's why I don't like women at all. I don't wanna be near any eggs. I fucking can't
Donnie, do
stand
it.
being around eggs.
Hey, the first time I went to Myers Egg and Sausage,
There we go.
that was amazing. I was like, so much. Oh, what is all this? I'm gonna put it in my butt one
So
day.
did you? But you worked the truck. Did you work the? Did you work in the restaurant ever?
Yeah. So I was. Again, I am gay, so I like nice things. I like pretty things. I like expensive things. So I would always like just bust the tables, peel potatoes to get like money on the weekends to go to the mall because I hated people like my mom giving me money.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm just gonna work. You know, grandma would give me like $50 a weekend. So I'm like, fuck yeah. You know, go shit ton of fucking Pokemon cards.
Bussy boy.
And believe.
How many?
That was one of my
I've
grinder
been
names on West
bussing
Campus.
all the
Bussy
table.
Boy. Bussy boy at West Campus is the best. No, but yeah, no. So I, you know, I went to school like right down the street from Marcelino's.
Yeah.
So I, you know, my mom would be,
Vale.
you know, working there all day. So I'd get home from school, walk there, and then I'd just be, you know, fucking around the kitchen, making shit, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. And so it just grew, like, I guess it came naturally.
Well, that green sauce was awesome.
Oh yeah, you liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm just gonna go good on some breakfast tacos.
Oh,
this
dude, no,
weekend.
that'll on anything, literally anything. And
Do
I
you
make,
know Slow Dog?
huh?
Do you know Slow Dog from Markings?
No, I don't.
He's
Oh,
from
wait.
the neighborhood. Him and Lawrence too.
Yes,
He has
okay,
A
yeah.
bunch of stories about jumping over back fences to get with girls and
Yeah.
getting shot at
Mm.
because all the houses back up to each other and they all have the same
Yeah, the same.
fence.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
interest.
Gil
It's an
Valley's
interesting
got a
crowd.
Rich history.
Yeah, it's it's funny now because like, and again, you know, to be the downer guy, but like it's just sad that nobody lives where they used to. Like
Yeah.
all the grandmas are gone, so all the like literally everybody that I grew up with, like they all live in fucking Buda and Kyle, and I'm like, fuck.
No, everybody I worked with back then, I'd ask them where the best tacos were, and they'd say my grandma's. And I was like, can I go?
Where's that restaurant? Look, let me Google it. Where's my grandma? That's what we
My
need to do.
grandma's.
Start a my grandma.
No, there's a grandma's trailer now somewhere on
Yeah.
Caesar Chavez. Like, I don't know what the fuck it's called, but they're pretty mid. I had the chorizo and egg. It's not that great. It's hard to fuck up chorizo and egg.
What in Austin then is your like? Who has the best taco, like breakfast taco, whatever?
So again, raised on Marcelino's, but it hasn't been the same since I left.
Yeah.
So they could work on their shit. So right now they're not my best for breakfast. So I don't have a favorite breakfast place right now for tacos. But if you want like good taco, my homie that I met through Marcelino's, he started a truck and it's now blowing up. It's called Paprika.
Okay.
And it's on North Lamar, like right in front of the Yellow Rose, next to Michi Ramen. It's a little red truck.
Justin and Lamar or whatever, like right there.
Yeah, like you know that intersection where there's like what the fuck is bad Austinite, that one barbecue place that's like right on North Lamar. Oh shit. But no, Violet Crown.
Style Switch.
It is. Is it Style Switch? It's right there by the strip club. It's right there.
Yeah,
by
it's like
Yellow
right
Rose.
across. So yeah, so the strip club is like on the opposite side of where that truck is, but it's called Paprika. It's Paprika.
Yeah.
And homie has some amazing suadero tacos, and the salsa macha is amazing.
What's suadero?
And he's good people, man. Great guy.
What's in the
fucking
suadero?
super hard worker. And so now what they do is they have a like a little residency at Long Play Lounge on St. John's, and they work the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. They sell out of their little side kitchen that they have right there.
Okay.
But it's fucking great. They're everything, dude. Like the carnitas is great. They have a thing called Torta Thursdays where they do like different kind of tortas. And he's always just like adding like just random shit. And I hate fucking nopales. Like I was forced to eat them growing up. You would think, I like nice slimy things in my mouth, but just that one.
Big fan of oysters.
You start that one. No. But his nopales are like, and I love my mom. I will not eat nopales. I will eat that nopal taco.
Yeah.
It's good shit. It's great.
That's cactus, right?
Yeah. He puts like black beans on it and queso fresco, dude. It's fucking amazing. He's super talented. Like out of all these places that are in Austin, like that just got the fucking James Beard, Michelin, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like I was watching this chick on YouTube make tacos with Furman Nunez, the guy who did Este and Suerte and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he was talking all about, when I was growing up in Mexico, this is how we did it and all that. So, isn't it expensive as shit though? Isn't that one of those nice
That's the thing, man. And again, going back to like why I respect Mago and his name's Mago, Margarito.
Yeah.
And Paprika so much is like they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
And they don't need to be like whoring themselves out for it.
Yeah.
Because that's the model that kind of grew Marcelino's. Is like we were word of mouth, man. Like we had the
Right.
money to buy billboards and put advertisements. No, fuck that. Like we were catering to the people who were coming every day. We weren't changing our menu for anybody. And that's how this kid is, man. His food is fucking great.
Yeah. Nice.
Some people like I have people like, oh, you recommend it, but I don't really like it. I'm like, well, just because you have a shit fucking palate.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know what fucking good food is. You need somebody to tell you that it's good.
So recommendations are Paprika in Austin, and then what was the name of the place in Manor?
Oh, El Carnitas.
El Carnitas.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have I would say kind of like really, really great quesabirria tacos. I know they're kind of like viral and they're kind of like a thing now, but that consomme is legit.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. And that's how you know it's good, because if the consomme is good, I mean, the meat, you can fucking season it with whatever and it'll taste fucking good. But that consomme is not great.
Yeah. What was it? Sabor Tapatia or whatever that we used to go to, Josh?
Yeah. The birria place.
It was a
that's
birria
gone
place,
now.
Yeah.
It was gone now?
Yeah. Or they moved. So I was watching the Predator. Sorry. And we've been talking about CEOs recently and like rich stuff. If you had all the money in the world, what would you do after you're done taking care of your family? And we were talking about the most dangerous game, the guy that shoots people.
Yeah.
But you could go like with tactical everything and like a quick boot camp, Navy SEAL training, whatever, to like New Guinea and just hunt those people. And it would be like the Predator.
Yeah.
You'd be like an alien.
Right.
Oh, like
have
going off
this-
to like hunting the uncontacted tribes and
Yeah.
shit.
Like you could have a drone with like heat signatures and
that
have
might
all
be
this
the
shit.
might be the whitest like evil white thing I've
Right.
ever heard
Yeah.
Josh say.
What's the favorite colonizer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't even colonized. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of is, but it's not like he even wants to move there. He just wants to go to Papua New Guinea.
This is
and
really
murder-
the Jew coming out of Josh right
It's
now.
a victimless crime.
No,
They're
Josh-
eating each other.
Josh's gonna be like, that's my heritage. I come from Viking lineage.
You already
Bitch, no, you
eat each
don't.
other.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, we were talking about all this stuff because of the CEO shooter guy.
Oh, you know what I would do with all that money?
Yeah.
I would bail Luigi Mangiolo, whatever the fuck his last name is, out of jail.
Luigi's Manganiano.
Yeah. And
Are you guys really on this retarded thing? You really feel some sympathy for this guy?
No, I don't know anything about any of it.
I just want to fuck him.
You,
He's hot as shit.
You just want to bail him out.
He's
and fuck
so
him?
hot. Oh my
I've just
God.
been. I honestly haven't been paying attention to this, but I heard my daughter was like, "Oh yeah, tons of people are sympathizing with this guy. They like him. They think he's a good guy." And I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Like,
he was
what
co-opting women.
what happened in this world where like this dude could just like shoot some guy and everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah, that dude deserved to die.
It gives you the reality that like we're not really as advanced and as smart as we think we are. Because honestly, like, and you know, again, I really sympathize with this kid because if all that shit they're saying about his family and his own medical things that are correct, growing up with somebody who, you know, got fucked over by the health industry or whatever the fuck and died like a horrible slow death, like, dude, we're animals, like we want to be civilized. What the fuck? No, dude, fuck you. Like, hey, if somebody fucks with my kid or whatever, I'm gonna fuck with them back. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like, so I think it's justified because these people, they don't, you know, not to take it that way, but they make so much fucking money off of people dying that man, fuck, kill one of them every now and then. Like,
you know what Coca-Cola's doing to Mexico?
No, that person didn't kill that guy's family. Well,
his paycheck facilitated it. So,
well, it's like Louis the 16th didn't kill anybody.
Marie Antoinette didn't kill anybody.
Right?
We facilitate all sorts of shit too, right? Like we pay taxes, and then our armies go and do stuff. So if someone came and killed your dad or something, would you be like, well, it was justified. He was paying into a system that's corrupt and killed people over there.
There's a thing
like there's all sorts of indirection. It doesn't really make any sense.
There's a thing that I've been saying lately the past couple of years. It's like, and it's mostly for petty shit. Like whenever there's a driver that's bad in Windows, or you know, whenever there's like customer service sucks at something, and I'm like, I've been saying, if there was just the tiniest chance that the people in charge of making these decisions to make things shitty just had their house surrounded by an angry mob and they were dragged out of their house and just beaten in the street, do you think they'd be less likely to make things quite so shitty? Yeah. Right? That's kind of the and that's kind of the sentiment that I felt whenever it happened. And then the guy came out with his. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with like Kaczynski. Apparently, he'd read the Unabomber's Manifesto. Yeah. There's a lot of shit in the Unabomber's Manifesto that makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. It's just that the way that you go about that isn't sending bombs to blow up.
Obviously, like
people,
don't go
right?
murdering people just so you have more money than you. But like, it's
so symbolic, right?
Yeah, it was
very very symbolic, and I mean. That kind of thing is also kind of part of human nature just as much as the taking advantage of people is the part of human nature. Because, I mean, if you go back to like primitive like primate tribes, especially like chimpanzees and stuff, whenever one chimpanzee gets too powerful and really in the wild, it's whenever he gets to fuck too many of the women and none of the other guys get to fuck the women. Sorry, this is a different type of biology. But all the beta, what we call the beta or the lower monkeys, will gang up and they will murder the monkey on top.
Yeah, to like income inequality. Right. But now we're co-opting feminism. If we're going to complain about income inequality, they started that.
But you got to understand, like for I guess it's different for each. Obviously, it's different for each person, right? Their perspectives are different. But like the town where I'm from, in Mexico, right? Like it wasn't a fully established town. Like I was on my way over here the last time when I finally when I went to go live over there for 2 years. And then when I came back, they were barely paving the roads. Like that's how. Like there's no city sewage system. Like
what's the town?
It's in the mountains. It's called Loreto. It's like pretty much like a village, Loreto, and the town is called Rio Grande, and the city is the state is Zacatecas. So it's like mountainous area. Like the state made its money out of silver, like silver mining. Yeah. Right, and it was like one of the last places when the Mexican Revolution kind of like swept over. And so people that my grandpa grew up with are still getting murdered over horses and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, so.
That's cowboy stuff.
Exactly. So because the town was so poor, like, that's how they settled their shit. Like, the government, like, if somebody died, like, nobody would come and register the death. They had to go and, like, buy horse for, like, a day or whatever to go and do all that shit. So, in my viewpoint is, like, yes, I was raised here. Like, I have the whole, like, yes, we're smart. We should be more progressive society. But I'm like, dude, somebody's making fucking millions off of a bunch of people's family members dying because they don't want to pay for their medication. Yeah, fuck that guy.
It's just like a very, I don't know if it's the thing for the show, but it's just like a really oversimplified view of like what happens. Like,
Yeah.
do you have health insurance?
I just got it.
So like how, in your experience, do you like have a hard time like going to the doctor and getting stuff paid for?
No, but supposedly like that's a myth, right? Like growing up, it's like, oh, have you worked for the city? Like you have great health insurance.
Yeah.
I'm still paying a shit ton of fucking money to go see my doctor when I have great health insurance, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, well, that's kind of unfair. Because I know the people that work, fucking miles above me, they get to go to the doctor for free. Like if they get cancer or whatever, they're going to get a free ass treatment to get it.
People have been saying for decades, what are we going to do about the billionaires? They're putting toxic shit everywhere. They're doing Enron. Nobody does anything. They try to occupy Wall Street. Like there's been a problem with the billionaires for a long time.
But like eventually it's going to get to a point where one of these actions is going to create
was one
change.
of the billionaires.
Like, no matter
somebody
what.
did something about the billionaires.
It's like, well, I would do
that's
is
why people are happy because they're like, finally somebody did something about it.
Well,
finally somebody did something about it. Like,
So, like-
what did they do? They killed a guy.
Yeah, it's
on
comic
the
book
street?
shit. Somebody did a Joker thing.
Well, see, like
See, that's why I've
It's
been
not about the money,
entertained
it's
by
a
the
symbol.
whole thing. It's the Joker laughing at it. But to your point, the entire health insurance industry can't make any money unless they refuse to pay for some treatments, right?
Yeah.
And was it United Healthcare had a profit of $85 billion last year? I mean, that is a lot of not paying for, things. And, a lot of, it's one of those where like in the state that we're in right now, there's no way out of that. Right.
Well, because like I remember, dude, like I'm
I paid
Mexican. Like every time I got sick, people that I knew got sick, they got sent to a shitty ass Breckenridge hospital.
Yeah.
All the affluent people, I hate like bringing the race into it, but like all the affluent white people, they had like North Austin Medical Center, St. David's, these fucking nice ass rooms. They had better doctors, right?
Yeah.
So like I've seen things at the level where everybody kind of is like validating that
Your
all
shit's
those
free,
actions.
dude. You're single. I pay $700 for insurance
Bruh.
a month. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. On
The only
sidewalk.
reason I want to get a fucking
Being a
husband is so I
dumbass.
can have like a double income household.
Yeah.
Like fuck somebody for the rest of my life.
Those
Just
tax
I
benefits.
think
I just want that money,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like that was my plan. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I was like, with how much power Elon has
Yeah.
and how fucked up he is about his kid being trans, I would transition into a woman, like make him fall in love with me, and as he's like inside of me, I'll be like, I'm a man. And then kill him.
Make
With my
sure you
pussy.
inscribe the bullets. But
The
make it be
dildo,
like
dude.
a shopping list.
I will burn my nipples into the
diapers,
dildo that kills him.
Dimetap, depends.
And it kind
diarrhea
of
medicine,
is the end of the
deny,
Joker movie, right?
depose.
It's just him just you get what you fucking deserve and shooting Robert De Niro,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's what and people respond to that kind of thing, especially with all the the focus on the inequality and all that kind of stuff.
What else is somebody
I think
gonna do?
that
systematically fight through
I think
paperwork?
that Chris saw a CEO walking and get shot. He's like, he sees himself after he says, "I don't think non-binary is real." And one of his employees shoots him.
Hey, I said bi. It wasn't non-binary. I said I don't think bi people are real. That was that. I think non-binary
Hey,
people are
you want a
very
controversial opinion?
real. Yeah.
I believe in bi-erasure. I don't believe in bisexual dudes. But maybe that's just my experience because like all the guys that I know that are bi, they're like, oh yeah, no man, I'm bi, and like biggest bottoms of my life. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude. That's what I'm saying.
But then I'm like, am I being like too judgmental? Because
this
like,
was such like a controversial thing I said at work, and everyone was like, "How dare you?" And then I like walked through my reasoning, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
I'm totally kidding, by the way. I love bi people.
Yeah.
Bisexual guys are the hottest guys, and women too. Bisexual women, the bisexual people are the hottest people you're gonna meet, bar none, in my experience.
Did you watch
Unless they're non-binary though, those are the weird ones.
Yeah.
They're like that one ugly troll from the movie. You know what I'm talking about? The glittery ones, the glittery troll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's like the ones who are hideous, and they're like, but if I'm non-binary, then I'm
Everyone's
special.
fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we went to a show at Emo's and it's super loud. You know, you can't hear each other.
No.
So we used to do this bit on Sean, where we he always wanted to go to shows, and then some of them weren't that great, and we'd just be sitting there. We couldn't hear each other, so Matt and I would just turn to Sean and go, "Hey, Sean, I'm gonna fuck your sister," and he'd go, "What?" And he'd go, "I'm gonna fuck your sister," and he'd go, "What?" And then you wait for a quiet part, and you go, "I think my foot has a blister," so you could get away with saying the most fucked up shit to your friend over and over again while the music is booming.
Damn. So I guess whenever I had like first dates at the shows was like, that's why I didn't get my dick sucked those days and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
Yeah,
hey,
we
by
were-
the way, through Wilco, no one stood in front of me the whole time.
Nice.
I sat
You
the
saw
whole
Wilco?
time. Yeah,
Mutual.
I'm really
those-
bad about shows, dude. Like ACL killed it for me because like that's like the one thing I had actually like
No.
I snuck in to see The Killers
Oh yeah.
when I was in high school
Yeah.
because back then like the fence,
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah.
Got ran out, but so that was my go-to thing was ACL, and then when I got to the age of being able to go to South by, I was dating a dude who like knew people down in the knew some of the bouncers and shit for the club, so we'd get in. Like I saw a bunch of really good people live. One of them was Joanna Newsom. I don't know if y'all like know Joanna Newsom.
I don't know. Think I
Yeah,
know.
so piano bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay shit.
Gay shit.
Gay shit, but like indie gay shit, not like.
Man, I'm
Not like
I'm from
bump-
California. I'm like 80% gay.
Oh yeah.
Keto.
Alright.
He's California keto too. He'll have,
I'm California
bread.
sober. I'm California keto. I'm
Oh,
California
that's
straight. Like I'm all sorts of California.
There you go, California shit. I was like California gay, but that's really fucking gay. No, but yeah, but so
if you've got some good bread, I'll try some bread.
the last show I saw like a big was Tame Impala at the Greek.
Nice.
When I was in California.
Oh man, the Greek's great.
I mean, I've seen shows after, but that was like the show that like made me not like live shows anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because it was a bunch of college kids that were just like on shrooms,
Oh,
and this one fucking blonde bitch just kept bumping into me, and I'm like, girl, like I need to calm the fuck down. Like I was about to fight some white chick, dude.
that
Like 27-year-old me was about to
Yeah.
fight some little like 80-pound blonde bitch that was like getting dry humped by a boyfriend.
Oh man.
I've been to see Tame Impala 4 times, and it's always that.
Dude,
If you want to get close, you have to shroom with all the kids.
yeah. And then at that point, I was like, my ex got me into Tame Impala, so I'm like, this isn't fucking worth it. Like, why am I here?
I've had so many bands ruined because of girls.
Yeah.
So many bands.
Dude.
Wilco's not one of them though. That was a very, very good show. It was great.
Though my one
And people sat the whole time. They were very respectful. And I smoked weed in the Moody Center. Kristen was really worked up about it. She's like, I'm like rolling a joint before we go, and she's like, "I'm not going down for that." And I'm like, "Going down for that?" I'm like, I'm bringing a fucking joint into a
convicted
concert.
felon.
Yeah,
Yo, that's 2 to 3 years, man.
like, I'm not like shoving heroin up your ass. Like, what are you
Not again.
talking about? Not again. Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah, been there. But yeah, anyway, it was great. Like I smoked weed, watched fucking Wilco. It was very
Last time I
nice.
saw him was in 2015 at Stubbs. I have the poster from the
Nice.
show.
Oh wow.
And you know he did a really smart thing that was really ahead of its time. Is it was 2015, and Wilco came out with an album and he named it Star Wars
Oh yeah.
because the new Star Wars movie was coming
Oh,
out
shit.
like a few weeks later.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
my
And
band,
so he
Kim
was jumping
Kardashian.
on like the algorithms, and he was jumping on the keywords and all that, so that people would see their
yeah,
new
the
album that was
searches and
coming
shit.
out. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Did y'all see the drones in the sky?
No.
In
Over
New
New Jersey?
Jersey?
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard about it.
There's all this footage of drones. I think it's a M. Night Shyamalan movie promo.
Oh, could be.
They're
I'm
probably
not gonna open up that box and you'll be like, this guy's fucking weird. Get the fuck out of my house. This is the fucking conspiracy theories this fucker thinking about.
The aliens aren't going to show themselves here unless they're flexing, because there's all these frequencies outside of what we can perceive.
Yeah.
So why would they appear
Hey man, look,
in our spectrum?
as long as it looked like the engineers from Prometheus,
Yeah,
take me.
the buff bro.
Just fucking
Please,
take me.
please rip my head and
Dude.
spine out of my
Like,
body.
fuck my skull. Like,
Yeah.
god damn it.
Trying to get resurrected.
Shit. I'll be a xenomorph for you.
I mean, it seems pretty obvious that these drones in New Jersey are us. They are like the
Okay.
military.
They have
or
lights,
they're
of course.
something
Like, they have coordinated green and red lights, right?
Yeah, it could be a classified exercise. I'm seeing things like that because they won't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Nobody's. And I think even Trump's like, oh, it's crazy. Like he's not saying anything about it. So it's got to be something official with us that we're doing.
I don't know what to believe because, like, obviously I'm chronically online, so like,
Yeah.
there's somebody that came up with the stitch on a TikTok saying that they're like gamma ray reading drones that they check for like dirty bombs or some
Yeah, 'cause
shit.
they're looking for a dirty
Yeah,
bomb.
I'm
I
just
saw
like-
that one. Yeah,
I was like, that's believable, I guess, but also like, are they in the water? Like, are they not in the water?
yeah.
Like,
Do you think rich people are going to start hiding now that they're targeting CEOs?
They
Their
better.
information.
Just kidding.
You can just shoot a rocket launcher at a helicopter. That's what rich people care.
Hey, I know where McConaughey lives.
During
Dude.
like an F1 race. We all learned from GTA how to do that. You just aim it and the thing goes dee 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 dee. It's easy. You were raised here. You were raised in California. You were raised in
Wait,
Amarillo.
What
right?
part of California you from?
In between LA and San Diego.
Oh yeah. I have a cousin who actually lived in Taylor, but his mom moved out to LA, and so he grew up in LA and between LA and Sacramento.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Super. It's funny. He's like a slightly butcher version of Fez.
Oh yeah.
Like lisp and all.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I did a study abroad actually in the mountains in Mexico, but it was in like
cool.
Guanajuato and like San Miguel.
Okay. So my grandma was from San Miguel.
Oh man, San Miguel is beautiful.
Oh dude, San Miguel is, and it's narco territory, so it's crazy.
Dude, it's super beautiful. I actually the study was in Querétaro.
Oh, Querétaro.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so
but then we traveled around.
Now I'm thinking Celaya. I always get Celaya and Querétaro fucking mixed up together.
Querétaro is the place with all the aqueducts.
Yeah. So so my grandma, it's lore. It's like my lore at this point, because she's like, there's a place in Celaya that has like the best pozole because they do the traditional like chicken, pork, and beef.
Yeah.
And she's like, and it's a pozoleria, and they have black pozole, red pozole, green pozole, white pozole. I'm like, what the? She's like, I'm gonna take you one day, and I'm like, Graham, you're like 83. Like,
we're
running out of time.
You better.
And I'm like, tell me what.
There's no someday for you.
And I'm like, what's it called? I'm like, what's it called? So I can look it up. He's like, no Google. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And so it's like some of the best pozole you're ever gonna have, and it's in Celaya. But you said Querétaro, so I always get them confused.
Man,
but
my sister-in-law is Mexican, and she makes fucking crazy bomb pozole.
Oh, you should taste mine, dude.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And my pozole too. No, I was kidding. Just kidding. No,
dude. I like CEOs though. I don't know if we're compatible.
Hey, we
You
can
be the
cosplay.
CEO of his
We can
pozole,
cosplay.
you know what I'm
I'll be a CEO.
I'll be a CEO.
No,
I got a gun.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think we're going to switch over to a stream.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Luis.
I hope
time for nerd news.
I did good. It's my first time.
You did good.
I did.
He's bleeding a little bit on my couch.
There's so much pre-cum
He's
everywhere.
been deflowered. He's been podcast deflowered.
I wrote my name with my pre-cum. It says.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
He's bouncing on his booty.
So, are you going to do any more of the little thing that you did that Josh was talking about, your little pop-up thing?
Yeah. So, by the way, plug for my friend Grace's new spot coming up 504. Great Creole and Honduran food.
Okay.
It's fucking great.
Nice.
Like fusion or like?
Yeah. So she's from Honduras, and she grew up in Louisiana and got displaced with Katrina for a while, and then went back. So she is like amazing at both Honduran and especially like Southern Creole cuisine. Dude, she fucked me up with some. She went to Louisiana for Thanksgiving and brought back some gator, and she made me a fucking gator and shrimp po' boy.
Oh yeah,
dude,
What
insane.
does a Creole Honduran accent sound like? Hello.
That's Australian. Bitch. What the fuck?
That's not a knife.
No. I actually I don't want to bastardize that accent because it's really
Good day.
cute. No, but anyway.
Good day, sir.
So
Yes.
but yeah, no, it's great food. And
what was it called?
it's the name of the trailer is going to be 504
504
ATX.
Okay.
But she's worked everywhere. She's worked at La Condesa, a fucking ton of places. I actually
Are you
met her.
involved with this? Are
at-
you helping?
Huh?
Are you cooking there?
So, she said that Mercado Sin Nombre told her that she has a spot for as long as they have it, and she wants to do it the Dia de los Muertos event.
Yeah.
And so she's like, "You're doing it with me every time."
Oh, cool.
And so she's at her like business booming. Like I don't have the courage or the funds to like do my own.
You're catering already, right?
I did it for a while, and like, it's just a lot of work, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fucking work. So I'm
You gotta
not.
get out of bed, lady.
That's why I want to be a kept man, so I can just cook for my mans and not have to work 9 to 5s anymore. No.
Wish I had a
But-
husband.
They're encouraging me to do a pop up, and I'm thinking about where I have the context for it. I'll keep y'all posted because
Okay.
I make great food. I don't need to toot my
We're
own
spreading
horn.
your salsa around. People are gonna start asking for
I
your
stopped tooting my horn at 13 when I grew the gut.
Father Lord
But,
essence.
no, but
pour
I-
down on us.
But like for that pop up, we did a pozole verde,
Oh yeah.
and since like the fusion part was that instead of doing like the cabbage and all that shit, she makes like the curtido.
Oh.
Dude, that shit was insane.
Oh,
It was
nice.
great.
Yeah.
Josh had you had the panada. I mean the pastelito, right?
I got a pozole.
No, you had the pozole.
Yeah.
He had it. Yeah. So
Oh,
My,
nice.
my
He can-
daughter said it's
nice.
fire.
he can attest. Yeah. See the Gen
I
Z.
spilled it all over myself.
Oh, yeah?
Like a real homo. All down my chin. We were running to the car in the rain, and I wanted to finish it, and I didn't want it to get rain in it, so I was running and drinking at the same time.
Nice.
And it went everywhere, and I was in sandals, and it went on my feet,
Yeah.
and
No,
it was gross.
but
But it was
on-
very good.
I'll keep Josh posted if I ever do something. But me and her are talking about doing another one soon. So
Comedy, Mexican catering, outdoor springtime festival.
Hey.
Yay. Nice.
I actually wanted to get Marcelino's to be a stand-up spot before anybody else did it.
Yeah.
Like that was a goal. Like when we opened COVID, like we remodeled the back house to have like a really nice backyard and a little stage area.
Have you been to Los Altos by work? The new Mexican place?
Los Altos.
Next to Galaxy Highland?
Oh, I got a breakfast taco the other
They
day
have
from
a
there.
stage. Did you see the stage?
Yeah, it's cool.
We could do comedy there.
Hey, dude. Instead of just shitty Mexican karaoke.
Hey, what the hell is this crap? They're going to yell at me for doing bouncing on the bussy jokes. Can't do that in here, boy.
All right. Well, we're going to switch to a stream here, and
Sweet.
we'll talk to you later.
Thanks, guys.
Got off for